guys, sorry, I'm just sending a text. Now, speaking of text messages, that's what I want to talk about in this video, is texting. Now, if you have an iPhone, the default client messaging app that you guys use is iMessage. And if you guys do use that, you may notice that some of your text messages bubbles are in a green bubble or a blue bubble. Now, if you don't know why that is, most people know it, but if you don't, if you're if it comes out green, you're texting somebody that doesn't have an iPhone, either a flip phone or an Android phone, Windows phone, anything else besides an iPhone. But if it's in blue, it does have it. It means you're texting an iPhone user. Now, yes, that is true, but it also means that you're actually texting through a newer texting service. Throughout the days, you may see on your phone bill, you might have heard the term SMS, which is Standard Messaging Service, I believe it stands for. But nowadays, they're actually implementing a newer way, and I'll put the name up here if you want the tech term, of sending text messages. One that's faster. You can see when people read their text messages. You can send pictures, long videos. Kind of very similar to how we send messages on Facebook Messenger, but that's through texting from phone number to phone number. So iPhones actually had this out for a while, through implemented in their iMessaging service, but that's what also means it's blue. It's because it's actually sending text messages over the internet, whether that be your cell phone data usage or your Wi-Fi. So you'll be able to send slightly bigger pictures. It won't downsize when you send pictures through text messaging. It'll send you a bigger image of that picture you're trying to send, or videos. And you'll also see, that's where you guys see like the when you send a text, it says sent. When the other person gets it, and it says delivered. And then when someone else, it says read when they read the text message. And then if you're in a conversation and they're typing back to you, you'll see like the little bubbles pop up and everything. So that's all part of this new messaging service that it's been out for a while, but it's becoming more popular now. And that's what the blue bubbles are for. Now, don't worry, if you guys have a data limit, especially on your phone, it doesn't use up that much data for your data part, especially when you're texting. Text doesn't take that much data up. Now, if you're sending a bunch of videos and a bunch of pictures, that might use up the data a little bit more, but you should be all right. But I would recommend if you wait till you get Wi-Fi to send videos to people, especially, I know my friends send videos of them instructing their dance classes and so forth. So that I would recommend maybe just waiting for Wi-Fi and then emailing that video that way. But for just texting like little video clips and pictures, you should be okay. So when it comes to that, when it comes to Android, there's not much out there right now. As a default client. So, but Google is actually implementing it in the past year or two. They've started implementing it into their default app, which is Google Messages or Android Messages. I forget the name of it. Here's the icon, and I actually will switch over to my screen share on my phone and show you how to download it if you don't have it already. For me, I have a Samsung phone. It doesn't come default, so I have to download that separately. But some phones are doing that now, even if they're not mainly Google branded phones like LG and Samsung. They're actually making that a default on their newer phones. So you may want to check that out, look into that. With Google Messages, it's been out for a while. Again, standard texting, and just like iMessage, they have two different color bubbles. They have a dark blue and they have a light blue, like a sky blue almost kind of color, and then those are two different bubbles, and that's pretty much the same thing like iMessage. If it's a light blue, that means you're texting somebody that is either like an iPhone, doesn't have the Android Messages app or Google Messages app, or texting like a flip phone or something. But if you're texting somebody that has an Android with that app, you'll get it in dark blue. And the same thing happens with just like iMessage. That goes through the Wi-Fi through the texting service that I mentioned earlier. And you can see the red messages, you can see send, you can see the bubbles when someone's replying to you, and all that. So it's coming out for it. So if you do have Android, follow in my next clip. You'll see my video of me downloading or how to find it if you don't have it and intend to download it. Definitely recommend using that, especially if you are in an area that you get bad signal for when it comes to in your area. Especially like when I'm visiting my dad, he doesn't get very good service, but when I connect to his Wi-Fi, I'll get those text messages through Wi-Fi if somebody sends it to me. I'm actually making this video because one of my friends was texting me and I noticed that she had the app, but she didn't realize that she had it. So I'm kind of making this video for her, but also for everybody, so you guys can check this out. So yeah, let's get into my phone and I'll show you guys how to download it. So now we're in my phone and I'm going to show you guys how to download Google Messages if you don't have it already, what it looks like to let you know whether or not you're using the new texting method, or you're just using SMS, the standard one. And then also, if you don't have it on or not, you can check if it's on or not in the app. So let's get into it. First, you go to your Play Store, and then you just type in, I'll just search Google Messages as my first one pops up. And as you guys can see here, it says Messages and it's by Google LLC. So that's the one that you're looking for. Just make sure you look for that icon as well. You can click this to open and see more details on it. I'm guessing I'm in a beta version of it, but you should be in the same version if you download it. And then once you hit, you'll hit the green install, and then it will turn into open. Then you can hit open that way, or you just find the app on your phone and you can open it. So once you open it, here you go. For the first time, if you have text messages on another app, it won't move over, so you'll have to start new message conversations for everybody. But if you just continue using it this way, you should be fine. And even if you get a new phone, same thing is going to happen. You'll have to get new text messages, start new conversations again. It won't be transferred over, but you do that with most phones anyways. So anyway, so yeah, so here we go. I have actually 2 conversations right now. One's on SMS that I'm going to show you, and then another one is from my friend that we're using this new texting service. So we'll open up this conversation right here. And as you guys can see, you guys can't see most of the message, but you can see on the side over here, you'll see that I have like my messages come out with blue, and then my friend's messages come out in like a regular gray. So this blue is what I was talking about. So this is standard text messages, what they call SMS, and even it says here, right, if you see the last message it says SMS underneath it. And then if we go to this one here, you'll see that my messages are now in blue, like a dark blue. And that's using the new texting service that is using the internet. So to make sure that if you have it on or not, or if your phone is able to use it, all you have to do is hit this menu right here. You're going to go to Settings, and then Chat Features. This top option right here, Chat Features. You come up here. Now, there might be a little toggle that says turn on, but mine by default says status connected. Chat features are ready to use, and you can actually choose to turn these on. See how it says is, use Wi-Fi or data for messaging when available. That's what that feature, that's why that has iMessage has the same features as well. Send read receipts, and that's how you know they read their messages, all that. And then also the typing indicator. That's the little bubbles that pop up when they're typing. And then you can see auto download files if you receive over mobile data. That's fine. Up to that certain size. You can change the limit if you want to save on your data if you need to. So yeah, that's how you guys message. Check out that. Definitely a good app to get. I recommend it, making it your default texting. It works really smooth. I've been happy with it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below or send me a message on my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys in the next video.